Welcome to Gracefully Booked, a Christian romance podcast where we love to discuss Christian fiction, especially the mushy-gushy happy endings. We love stories, but never forget the greatest love story of all, which is the love Jesus had for us when he died on the cross to pay the debt we could never hope to cover on our own. I'm your host, Tanya Wood, and I'm so thankful you're here today. Let's start off with a small prayer, and then we'll dive into today's episode of Gracefully Booked. Heavenly Father, thank you so much, Lord, for another opportunity just to be with everybody and to share books that have messages of hope and love and mercy and grace and just everything that you would do for us, Lord, if we would just open our hearts to you. Lord, I pray that you be with all the readers, each and every one today, Father, and whatever they may be facing, Lord, I pray that you work in their favor. Lord, just thank you so much for another day. Thank you for saving a wretched sinner like me, Father, and I just pray, Lord, that anyone who listens today, that if they don't know you, they will come to know you, Father. I give you the praise, the honor, and the glory in your holy name. Amen. Welcome to episode 12 of Gracefully Booked podcast. For the next 4 weeks, I'll be doing a Christmas in July theme for the podcast and featuring some wonderful Christmas reads just for you. I don't know about y'all, but I'm already dreaming of a white Christmas because of the heat out there. Christmas is my absolute favorite time of the year, not because of the music, the decorations, or even the presents, but simply because of the reason for the season, which is the birth of Jesus Christ and knowing what he came here to do, not only for me, but for you. I believe the cheery disposition and goodwill toward men attitude should be 24/7, 365. And you know what? When you let Jesus into your heart, it becomes so much easier to be that way. I'm so excited to share these books with you. Special thank you to everyone in the Avid Readers of Christian Fiction group for your recommendations. I look forward to reading some of them myself, and I hope you find some new reads too. Well, what do you say? Shall we get started? Let's dive right in. Our first book today is going to be Mama Dated Santa by Amy R. Anguish. This book was released on October 17th of 2023. It has 16 ratings on Amazon with a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It is available on Kindle Unlimited, on the Kindle for 99 cents, and the paperback is available for $14.99. Trudy McNamara doesn't do Christmas anymore, but she will do anything for her nephew Mark, even take him to visit Santa. After Dad died and the holiday bucket list stopped, December hasn't been the same. But Trudy finds herself tangled up with a toy store Santa and Christmas when she discovers her mom dated Santa. Nick Russo, manager of Russo's Toy Emporium, is at a loss as to how to save his family's store. When Uncle Paul, the Santa and part owner, hires Trudy to revamp their store, Nick's life turns upside down. He's been so focused on the numbers, the Christmas season has become nothing more than one last drive for sales. But Trudy makes him reevaluate his attitude as well as want to help hers. Can two holiday haters renew their love for the season? And more? Just a quick side note that is my very ambitious goal with these episodes to get at least 15 books per episode. So I'm not going to be going through and giving my opinions or anything. I'm just going to go really quick on these. And you guys let me know what you think about it, if you prefer it this way or if you like the old way. Up next, we are going to have Christmas Sonata by Courtney Lawman, and this is available for $3.99 on Kindle. It is in Kindle Unlimited. Paperback is $8.99. It only has 2 ratings on Amazon, and both are 5 stars. So if you have a chance, please be sure that you check this book out, and let's get Courtney some more reviews. Matthew Whittier never thought his views on Christmas would precipitate a fall from grace, but apparently the Christian world didn't want a worship musician who hated the sacred holiday. It didn't matter that his songs were sung in hundreds of churches, played on the radio, or that he performed in sold-out stadiums across the nation. Hating Christmas was too much for his fans. Laying low, Matthew planned to wait out the storm, but his producer has a different idea. If Matthew can get some favorable publicity, then his comments about Christmas will slip into the background. So when the instrumental Christmas band, Ivy Sonata, needs a pianist last minute for their tour, Matthew reluctantly joins the group. Sonata Capello inherited Ivy Sonata from her parents, but she loves the group and their music passionately. Normally, the band feels like family, but with the addition of Matthew Whittier, who not only hates Christmas, but is arrogant and abrasive as well, Sonata is nervous about the effect his presence will have on the group. As they travel together, Matthew grows concerned about the pressures that Sonata puts on herself to keep her parents' legacy thriving, and longs to protect her from herself. Meanwhile, Sonata's initial fears about Matthew's presence diminish as she gets to know him and the history that has influenced his views. Can two very different musicians find a way to make music together? Okay, so before I get started on this one, I do want to let y'all know that I'm trying to finish this video up on the 4th of July, and you may hear some background boom boom pows, and I apologize now. I'm the world's worst procrastinator, but I work very well under pressure. So the next book that I have for y'all is called The Christmas Star, A Love Story, and this was actually suggested over in the Avid Readers of Christian Fiction group by Tammy Oberlin. Actually, she gave me a whole list, and I'm excited to get through a couple of these tonight for y'all. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. The Christmas Star, A Love Story by Robert Tate Miller. It has 268 ratings on Amazon with a 4.5 out of 5 star rating. It is available on Kindle Unlimited, $3.99 for the ebook. There's an audiobook, $12.95 for the paperback, or you can buy an audio CD for $17.96. This book was released on October 10th of 2017, and we're going to dive right in. Paul Bennett had the perfect wife, the perfect family, the perfect life, until one fateful Christmas brought an unthinkable tragedy. In deep despair, he turns to drinking to drive away the pain, but he only succeeds in driving away his wife. His marriage shattered, his family gone, Paul now despises Christmas. But can the holiday he so detests hold a miraculous surprise? After an accident in which he loses consciousness, he wakes up in the company of the shepherds who will soon travel to Bethlehem to see the newborn Christ in the manger. Can Paul find salvation on the night that forever changed the world? Can he discover the true spirit of Christmas? Up next, we have The Hope of Christmas Past, a family Christmas time travel novella by Stephanie H. McGee. This book has 374 ratings on Amazon with a 4.5 out of 5 star average. It was released on November 1st of 2019. The Kindle version is $2.99, there's an audiobook, and the paperback is $5.99. And I know I forget to mention it, but I put all books on my wish list so that I can get them at a later time. And I absolutely love a bargain of a paperback. And for me, that's usually anything under $10. So I'm probably going to be snagging this one up in the next few days. Let's dive right in. When a mysterious painting offers her a trip to the past, will Isla find new hope for her future? On the brink of aging out, the foster system, the last thing Isla Laird wants is to spend Christmas in an old-fashioned plantation. What's the point of bonding with her foster mom when it's too late to ever be adopted? But when a mysterious painting suddenly thrusts her into the 19th century, Isla is forced to face hurts and memories she's long tried to bury. With time running out and her heart in tatters, can God use an impossible miracle to bring Isla hope for a new future? Up next, we have Miss Harding's Hope, a Christmas Regency romance by Rachel Knowles. It has 40 ratings on Amazon with a 4.3 out of 5 star average. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. You can get the ebook for $2.99 or the paperback for $10.99. This was released on December 1st of 2023, and I know I promised I wouldn't do this, but this cover is so beautiful. Seriously, fantastic job to whoever the creator was of this cover. I absolutely love it. Let's dive right in. A heartbroken widower, a downtrodden companion, their instant attraction offers hope for the future if their secrets don't destroy them first. Estate manager Peter Crowley has abandoned hope of ever loving again. No woman has touched his heart since the death of his wife. Now his life is centered on the beloved daughter he's been forced to send away to school. Meg Harding knows nothing of love. The sole companion of a cantankerous old lady, she smiles in the face of adversity but dreams of a better life. Thrown into conversation on the coach to Weymouth, Peter and Meg are drawn to each other by a shared sense of humor. The downtrodden Meg revels in Peter's kindness, and he yearns to rescue her. 6 months later, they meet again. Both their situations have changed, and not all for the better. As they share the joy of the Christmas season, their love is given a chance to flourish. But all is not as it seems. Secrets from their past cast shadows over their future and threaten to destroy them. Set in 1810 in the seaside town of Weymouth, Dorset, this novella by the co-author of the popular Regency history blog is rich in historical detail and includes a glossary and historical notes. An introduction to the Women of Weymouth series, this is a clean and wholesome, faith-based standalone romance with witty dialogue and its own happily ever after. Get your copy now to join Peter and Meg as they discover that Christmas hopes can come true. Up next, we have Hear the Falling Snow, a Christian Christmas romance by Storm Schultz. This book has 7 ratings on Amazon with a 4.7 out of 5-star average. It was released on July 1st of this year, so that means this book at the time that this video will be uploaded is only going to be 4 days old. So please make sure that you go support Storm Schultz and get this book. You can get the Kindle version for $3.99 or you can buy the paperback for $14.99. Let's dive right in. Accepting God's timing has never been so hard. When 39-year-old Adeline Parker's sisters send her to a baking retreat at a castle nestled in the hills of Kentucky, she's relieved to spend Christmas away from the reminder of her mother's passing. Her Christmas plans include exploring the festive charms of River Cottage, eating her weight in bear claws and cinnamon rolls, learning how to bake bûche de Noël. What isn't part of the plan is meeting Luke Bowman. Luke has always felt called to the mission field. He never expected that when the door finally opened to go to Turkey, he would have a reason to stay in Kentucky. At 41, he spent most of his adult life focused on carpentry, keeping Reginald the rooster in line and checking in on his widowed mother. Luke thought he was ready for change, but that was before Adeline stumbled or sprinted into his life. Adeline refuses to distract Luke from his calling, but is there a chance that their meeting is all part of God's good timing? I know I said I wasn't going to do this either, but number one, this is based in Kentucky, and I love that. And also Reginald the Rooster, like, come on, guys, this is probably a really, really great book. And I think everybody needs to go grab it. Yes. Okay, I got it out of my system. Okay, moving on to the next one. Until We All Shared Joy comes to us from Heather Wood, who has been the very first author that I interviewed just last week. So if you haven't seen that episode or listened to it on the podcast, make sure you go check it out. We had so much fun. I also featured her in one of my first episodes. So I'm glad to have her back again, and I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Until We All Share Joy by Heather Wood was released on March 21st of 2023. It has 38 ratings on Amazon with a 4.4 out of 5-star average. It is available on Kindle Unlimited, $2.99 for the ebook. There's an audiobook, and you can get the paperback for $8.99. Titan Dinsmore loves his family, but as the youngest of 5, he craves his older siblings' respect and a little distance. A chance meeting at the train station with the forlorn young lady turns into a growing attraction between them. But Titan soon discovers there is a difference between wanting to be treated as an adult and truly stepping up to lead. How can he help tender-hearted Nora see beyond her father's abandonment and rest in the love of her heavenly father? And will his secret plan to restore her family for the perfect Christmas together win Nora's undying admiration or only lead to greater heartache? This warm, standalone Christmas novella highlights a lesser-known member of the beloved Dinsmore family in the Finding Home series. With all the charm of a Victorian Christmas and yet the realistic challenges of navigating difficult relationships in a Christ-like manner, this book is one to be savored throughout the holiday season and beyond. Up next is World of Joy by Nadine C. Keels, who has also been on the podcast before, and this is a sweet small town romance. It has 3 ratings on Amazon with a 4.7 out of 5 star average. So be sure that you go get this book and leave a review for Nadine. I cannot express to you how important the reviews are for authors, how that it helps them to get noticed. You can probably hear Christine in the background. She's very upset with me because I will not let her in the room. Anyway, Kindle version of World of Joy is available for $2.99 and you can get the paperback for $7.95. That is a bargain. This was released on November 21st of 2022, so let's get to it. A sweet small town romance. 'Tis her season to reclaim her name. Joy. She's a community youth advocate and also a poet turned novelist. For her latest writerly project, she and 2 fellow authors are releasing an assorted collection of romantic comedies. Romances set during the holidays. When the project leads to a timely opportunity for Joy, she takes it. The chance for a getaway. The kind that could turn out to be what so many heartwarming Christmas novels, movies, and dreams are made of. Yet, although she might say that a few fairy tale details are missing, Joy actually worries that this holiday experience may be too perfect for her. And if she doesn't figure out her fear, she could wind up not only jarring herself out of this dream, but hurting more than one heart in the process. World of Joy is a sequel to World of the Innocent and can also be read as a standalone. The last book recommendation for this episode is going to come to us from Drew Taylor. It's The Politics of Christmas, and it looks like it is book 1 from the... Oh my goodness, it's ridiculous, guys. How long it took me for me to realize that The Politics of ... is literally the name of the series. May I mention it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning, and I still have to take my garbage up for pickup tomorrow, and I have to work in the morning, and my brain is just like, "Arr." So please, I apologize. Forgive me, and pray for me. Alright, so book 1 of the Politics of series is The Politics of Christmas by Drew Taylor. This was released on June 18th of 2022, I think. Actually, the ebook version it says was released on July 5th of 2022. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so this has 112 ratings on Amazon with a 4.5 out of 5 star average. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. The Kindle version is $2.99 and the paperback is $14.99. Santa. Cue Blame It on Christmas. Stella Harper finally achieved her childhood dream of becoming a presidential campaign manager. But when she is notified of her mama's deteriorating health, she makes the difficult decision to fly home to Mississippi for Christmas to try and convince the stubborn woman to move into the local nursing home. However, she comes face to face with her very own ghost of Christmas past, aka her ex-fiance, a little too soon. Stella is forced to re-evaluate the actions that led her to her present life, the good, the bad, and the heartbreaking. Lucas Grady, high school teacher and soccer coach, is on the verge of becoming the athletic director for Dasher Valley High. To secure the position, he needs to impress the higher-ups by putting together the booths for the not-so Winter Wonderland for all the sports teams at his school. But his personal ghost of Christmas past swoops into his life after 10 years and threatens every plan he's made. Struggling to forgive the one person who tore his world apart, Lucas must find a way to reconcile his desires with the punt God has kicked his way. When forced to help each other through the Christmas season, they get an opportunity to mend their pasts, live fully in their presence, and decide the fate of their futures. Stella plans to be in and out of Mississippi. Lucas is counting down the days until she leaves for good. Neither seek a second chance, but God has a way of jumbling the best laid plans. The Politics of Christmas is a second chance lovers to enemies to lovers sweet romance filled with faith, humor, and small town Christmas shenanigans. That's right up my alley. So this concludes the book recommendations of this episode. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for your patience with my silliness. I will try to do better in the future. Time gets away from me sometimes, and like I said, I'm the worst procrastinator in the world. And I have been trying so hard just to promote this podcast and get on all the social media places that I can think of. If you guys want to help me with that, just share an episode or share the page or tag some friends on the page or comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have a link tree now. You can go find that on my Facebook page and that'll take you to all the places. Thank you so much for joining me for the first week of Christmas in July. I'll see you next time. God bless you. This has been Gracefully Booked with Tanya Wood. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you've found a new book to enjoy and in turn will tell a friend. It's always a pleasure to share books, but may we always be attentive in sharing the gospel. May God bless you always. Until next time.